Welcome guys, you're going to join in and have a bit of fun with us today. We've got a bit of a sweaty one today. We're going to try and alternate between doing some body weight training in one session a week, and then for those who've got some weighted implements, dumbbells, kettlebells, we'll do one of those a week as well, just to try and cover as many modalities of training as we possibly can. I'm getting heckled by people who are on the channel whilst we're trying to get a session going. Alright guys, so it's all body weight stuff today. Alright, we're going to do 20 seconds of work with, 40 seconds of work with 20 seconds of recovery, alright? And we've got a few different exercises that we're going to run through. We're going to run through them twice in succession, alright? So we'll go through the entire list. Once we finish the list, we'll come back to the top and work through it again. We'll do that twice before we take a breather, and then we'll redo the whole thing, so you'll have a bit of an idea of what you're getting yourself in for. Alright, I'm doing it inside today, it's a little bit blowy out the back, and I didn't want the wind whipping across the microphone so that you couldn't hear what I'm saying. Not that I'm not loud enough, you fully understand. But so what we're going to do guys, have a bit of a warm up, then I'll take you through the exercises that we're going to use today, because there'll be some that you might not have seen before. We've definitely got a couple of progressions that we're going to try with a press up. We've been developing those over the past couple of weeks and playing around some different variations, so we're going to have some fun today. Alright, so we are going to start in a press up position today, and we're going to find a downward facing dog. Okay, so you get your hips high to the ceiling, slight bend in the knees, and then pad your heels down to the floor, one at a time. Getting some length into your calves and your hamstrings. And then we slowly come back through into that press up position, and from that press up position we are going to step right foot up outside right hand. Alright, and that might not quite get there, that's totally fine. Take the same hand as the front foot off the floor, reach through under the body, and then a big open rotation, and get 5 rotations. Making sure with the rotation that you're turning and opening your chest, not just swinging that arm, okay? Once you've done 5 on one side, we come back to the press-up position and we change on the opposite side. So left hand up outside, or left foot outside left hand off the floor, reach underneath the body, and then turn and open that hand to the ceiling 5 times. Good. From that position, we're coming down onto our hands and knees, and we're just going to open out through the lower back. So we're going to start with, from that flat back position, create a big curve through the back, and then rock your heels back towards your hips and flatten back out to neutral. Create a big curve, sit your hips back towards your heels, so really open out the lower back, come back up, flatten back out. One more time, push the floor away, sit back towards your heels, and then come back up and flatten out. Staying in that all fours position. We're just going to take one foot out directly to the side. Okay, so it's perpendicular to my body, and all I want you to do from that position is just rock your hips backwards and forwards. You'll feel a bit of a stretch coming through your adductors. 5 times, and then we're going to switch sides, and I'm going to rock back and forth. I'm just going to move this one slightly. Everyone stay with me. There we go, perfect. Okay, come back into all fours and then back up to a press up position. We're just going to hit a few press ups. Okay, we're going to row that press up, and then we're going to roll that arm into the side, so it's just off the floor, down. Same on the other side. Do 2 of those on each side, and then on the 3rd rep we're going to turn and open and rotate 2 times on each side, and then from the press up position we're slowly going to walk all the way back up to standing. Good job. Excellent guys. Alrighty, you're up on your feet. Perfect. I'm just going to take my jacket off because I am warming up big time. That's exactly what we should be doing. Just a few lunges now guys, alright, you all know I love a lunge. So we're going to start with a forward lunge, and we're going to reach to the floor as we do so. down at the tying our laces and push back to standing. 3 lunges on one side. And then 3 lunges on the other. And then we're going to work a lateral lunge, a sideways lunge. So we're going to step out into that lunge. Whichever leg is the moving leg, the opposite hand's going to come down and touch the toe. And then I'll do the same on the other side, just 3 reps. Awesome. Good job. Coolio. Alrighty, so that's our warm-up complete. Took about 5 minutes, which is perfect. So, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, okay? The first one that we're going to look at is the development of a press-up, okay? We've done Spider-Man press-ups before, okay, or with a mountain climber first. What we're going to do today is we're going to lift the foot off the floor and we're going to bring it all the way out to the side, a bit like we were doing on those rocks, and then come into the mountain climber, then back down, and then press. So from here, I lift out to the side, knee to elbow, back and down. Okay, if you need to drop onto your knees for the actual press-up, you can do. If you're struggling with the volume of press-ups, you'll do the leg action on both sides before you press, okay? So you've got a few options that you can play around with that. We then rest for 20 seconds, and we're then going to do a reverse lunge, where I'll step back into that lunge, pause for a second, and then drive into a hop. And then another reverse lunge, drive into a hop. Now I can either land 2-footed and then step back, or if I really want to give it some high intensity, I'm going to come down on one leg and step straight back into that lunge. We're going to do 40 seconds on one leg and then 40 seconds on the other. Okay? We're then going to come down to the floor and we're going to come into a reverse plank, okay? So the reverse plank we're going to hold here. Now be careful where you put your hands, because you'll have more strain on the wrist putting them in certain positions. Fingertips turned out slightly, takes the strain off the wrist. We're going to hold that reverse plank and then we're going to work into high knees without my hips dropping towards the floor. Okay, just switching over those high knees. That's going to give us a posterior core and an anterior core hit all in one go. From being face up, we're then going to go face down and we're going to work into kick through. So I'm going to be in a bear stance position and then I'm going to kick through and kick through. Okay, so both hands will stay down on the floor and I'm just going to step and kick through and kick through. So a lot of rotation through the torso, trying to maintain level shoulders as I kick through. Okay? And then to finish off, if you're not already finished off at that point, we're going to do 4 jump lunges. So you pick a stance, 1, 2, 3, 4, come to square and then do 4 jump squats, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to keep that rhythm of 4 jump lunges, 4 jump squats, 4 jump lunges, 4 jump squats for the 40 seconds. I'll remind you of what we're doing each and every time. Alright, it's going to be a gassy one, I can guarantee it. So we'll get going. So we're starting with that press up variation first, okay? Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. We lift the foot off the floor, keep it straight, take it out, knee to elbow, back and then press. Lift the foot off the floor, take it out to the side, knee to elbow, bring it back, then press. All the time, trying to remember to maintain good lower back and body position, get some good core activation. When we bring that knee to elbow, foot out to the side, knee to elbow, back and down. Good, and just keep that ready, steady rhythm going. Good job guys, we're nearly done. 5, 2, 1, time there. Good job. We're up on our feet for the reverse lunge to hop. And we're going to go in 5 seconds. So remember, 3, 2, 1, step back into the lunge and then drive into a hop. If you want to land on 2 feet, you can do. Reverse lunge, all on the same leg. If I want to pick up the intensity, I'm going to land on one leg and then swing the leg straight back. Good. So remember, if you need to land with 2 feet, that's completely fine. As we land, we don't want to collapse. We want to stay strong and step back. 5 seconds. And timer. Woo! That gets the leg going. All right, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We go in 10 seconds. We go in 5, 3, 2, 1. Step back into that lunge. Drive through. Making sure when we are jumping and landing that we're really controlling what's going on with that front knee. So as I'm landing, I don't want the things to fall and collapse in and out. I need to make sure that everything stays nicely aligned. So if that means jumping but landing on 2 feet before I step back, that's completely fine. Okay, good work. If we can get into that rhythm. 3, 2, 1, good, time there. All right, we're down onto the floor now, into the reverse plank. So we're doing a plank, but our faces are to the ceiling. This requires you to press your hips high to the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, and then we do high knees, or bringing the knee in towards the chest without compromising the hip position. We don't want the hips to drop. These will be under control, we want good quality. Only picking up the speed if we're noticing that we're not dropping. Good. Tight through the core, pressing the heel down into the floor. 10 seconds to go, guys. And rest there. Good job. We're over into a bear stance position now for the kick throughs. Okay, bear stance position, here we go. 3, 2, 1. And we just kick in through. We're not worrying about turning and opening. We're just kicking the foot through. So you might have a point in time where, if you're linking them together, where both feet might be off the floor. If we're needing to come back into bear stance, we kick through, come back under, plant feet, so I've got 4 points of contact, and then I can switch. Good, guys, 10 seconds to go. And time there. Last one coming up. Getting ready for our jump lunges. So 4 jump lunges into 4 squat jumps. Back to 4 squat jump lunges. I can't speak now, I'm too tired. Ready? 3, 2, 1. So in that position, 4 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step into the squat. 4 jumps. 2, 3, 4. Back into a lunge. 1, 2, 3, 4. And squat. Jump. If these need to be reverse lunges, that's fine. 15 seconds to go. Making sure we're controlling the landing. Landing in a strong position, not having the knees collapse inwards. Not having the torso collapse. 3, 2, 1, time there. We are back to the press up. Get ready guys, drop into the floor for our press up variation. We go in 5 seconds. So remember the steady rhythm. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pick the back leg off the floor. Take the leg out straight to the side. Bring the knee to the elbow. Take it back and then we can press. Wipe the leg out wide. Bring the knee to the elbow. And then press. So remember with that, if we're struggling with the wiper of the leg, we can just bring the knee to the elbow. Knee to elbow, knee to elbow. Drop down onto my knees and then press. Knee to elbow, and down. Good stuff. Keep that the steady rhythm going. And time there. They were much harder that time round. Whew. Okay, into the lunge hops. 10 seconds. So remember, we're doing a reverse lunge straight into a hop, okay? Here it comes. 3, 2, 1. I step backwards and down. And then I drive into a hop and land. If I can land on one leg and not collapse and look like Bambi learning to walk, that's great. Step back, drive up, land. If I cannot put that foot down and I can link them together, that's awesome. If you need to, from there, come up and land on 2 legs to regain your balance, that's also fine. Use the trailing leg to lift you off the floor. Keep it going guys, 5 seconds. Time there. Good job. On to the other leg now, whichever leg you didn't do, that's the leg we're going to do. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. So making sure when I step back, I'm still loading that front leg. I'm not stepping onto my back leg. I come down to use my front leg as the spring, as the driver to take me into the air. Making sure that my lunges are on a tightrope. Okay, so my back foot goes back at about hip width. And then when I'm landing, I'm not seeing any excessive movement through my knees. Less than 10 seconds to go, guys. Remember, maintaining the quality. If I need to land on 2 legs, that's fine. And time. Good job. So we're down to the floor now. Okay, onto the floor for our reverse plank with our high knees. 5 seconds. So reverse plank is face up, fingertips pointing out. Away we go. Looking to maintain a good straight body line. If I'm struggling with that and I can't stop my hips from dropping as I pull the knee up, you're just going to hold or just play around with lifting a foot off the floor. We need to maintain an open chest and the hips high towards the ceiling. 15 seconds to go. Use this time to control your breathing whilst we're stationary. We're going to need that breath for the next 2. That's time there. We roll over onto our front now for our kick throughs. 10 seconds. Bear stance position, so knees off the floor on all fours. 3, 2, 1, let's go. We kick through and try and link them together. Trying to maintain my shoulders being fairly level and sweeping through and sweeping through. Good. We don't want to have your hips too high in the air. We want to stay fairly low and kick through and kick through. Good. Keep the pace up. Find a good steady rhythm. You've got 10 seconds to go. How are we doing? How are we doing? That's awesome, Tom. That's perfect, mate. Good, Mark. Keep that rhythm going. That's time there. We're up onto our feet now for our jump lunges and jump squats. 4 jump lunges alternating. So 2 on each leg, into 4 jump squats, back to the jump lunges, okay, for the 40 seconds. 3, 2, 1, so I step back and get 1, 2, 3, 4, land in a split, in a squat position, 4 jumps, 2, 3, 4, step back and go again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the time, making sure I'm trying to control and soften the landing, making sure that I'm not collapsing or rounding, falling forwards, and I'm not allowing my knees to collapse in at any point. 3, 2, 1, time there. Good, catch your breath. Good stuff, all right. We're gonna do that again, all of it. I don't know about you guys, but I am sweating quite a bit. Thumbs up, Mark, you okay? Tom, how you doing, mate? Just about managed to thumbs up. Awesome. How long have we got? We have 40 seconds before we go again. Jose's still in the house. We got a thumbs up from him. He's still with us. He's doing okay. Awesome. Okay, guys, we're back to the push-ups. No, actually, that's only 40 seconds gone. So we're a little bit. No, we're 15 seconds away. Find your spaces. Back to those press-ups, okay? I want you to do the variation that works for you, okay? You can take it on to the full fat version, or you can skim it back to where we need to be. Ready? 3, 2, 1. So we start with that wiper out to the side, knee to elbow, and then we can do our press up. If we struggle to maintain good posture through our lower back when we're out here, so if we collapse, we don't go so far, and we just bring that knee to elbow, and then drop the knees to do a full press up to the floor, okay? If the press up volume is starting to crush you a little bit, all you're going to do is do one side, then do the other, and then do a push up. Okay, so we halve the amount of press ups. Good, keep going, guys. 5 seconds to go. Perfect, and time there. Good, so we're going into our reverse lunge to hops. Okay, so should we be up on our feet? We're 10 seconds away. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. So I reverse lunge, then I jump. If I can work it so that I can step right back when I land. If I need to put the foot down, I can do. I can land on 2 and step back. If I can get it so that I'm landing on one leg and stepping straight back, that's also awesome. Making sure that it's the front leg that we're loading. We don't want to see the chest dropping towards the knee as we're lunging. We want to be able to stay tall and drive through the leg up into the air. 3, 2, 1, that's time. We're going to do whichever leg you just didn't do. Good job. We start again in 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good. Making sure you stay balanced, that we don't collapse and drop forwards on that lunge. We don't want to sit on the back leg. It's the front leg that does the work. I land on 2 feet if I need to, so I separate the reps rather than linking them together to get more density of repetitions. 5 seconds to go, guys. Good. 3, 2, 1, time there. Good, we're going to hit the deck. And we're going to do our reverse plank. Remember, this is an opportunity to get our breath back, alright? Because we're going to be stationary. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. We lift the hips off the floor, we open the chest, looking up towards the ceiling. And then if I can bring a knee up towards my chest, that's fine. Remember, it's all relative. I can take it down to just lifting my foot off the floor. If my hips are dropping, I'm just going to try and hold it. Okay, pushing my heels into the floor, thinking about opening the chest and looking up towards the ceiling. Last 10 seconds. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath, and rest there. Good, we're going to roll over now into all fours, into that bear stance for our kick throughs. And we are 10 seconds away. 5, 3, 2, 1. So we're in that bear stance position. I take one foot off the floor and I sweep it through. I come back, I do the same on the other side. Back to my stance all the time. I make it more difficult by trying to get my foot through more. So I want more rotation from the pelvis while my shoulders stay nice and square. So we don't want to drop and see my hips touch the floor. And then if I can do that with a jumping switch, I get more velocity into that rotation, which I've got to control, and the number of repetitions will increase. Time there. Good job, guys. Doing exceptionally well. We're back onto our feet now. We've got 4 jump lunges, 4 jump squats, and we're going to rotate that through for the 40 seconds. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1. So I start in my split position. 1, 2, 3, 4. Land in my squat position. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get ready for the next 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Land in the squat. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if they need to be reverse lunge, reverse lunge, reverse lunge, 4 reverse lunges. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can take the jumps out and we just keep the repetitions going. Good job, guys. Keep the chest up on landing. Awesome, guys on Zoom are doing really well. I can see it. Intensity's good, execution's great. Time there. Awesome job, guys, well done. We got one more round to go. About 6 minutes of work, and then we'll go straight into a cool down. 3, 2, 1, into our press up. Lift the foot off the floor, take it out wide, knee to elbow, press. All the time, controlling my pelvis position so that that swinging leg doesn't allow my hip to drop. And I'm taking the foot as wide as I can to really activate the hip musculature and challenge the core as I swing the leg out. We got 5 seconds to go. Stay with it, guys. Time there. That's the last set of press-ups. Up onto your feet for your jump, your reverse lunge hops. Ready? 10 seconds up. So remember that reverse lunge is a step backwards, but it's down onto the front leg. 3, 2, 1. We step back and then drive. If I need to control it by landing on 2 feet, I can do. We want to maintain the quality, guys, okay? It's the execution that's important at this point, not the volume of work. We want good, big drive, Tom. Yeah, mate, good stuff, well done. Keep rocking it, there's 15 seconds to go. We got 10 minutes left on Zoom, guys, so we're gonna have a very short cool down. And time there. We're moving on to the other leg. 10 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We step back into that lunge and drive. Good. Good steady rhythm. If I'm starting to fatigue, if I'm starting to notice that I'm landing awkwardly on that front leg, I'm going to make sure that I land on 2 and split the repetitions up so I can maintain the quality. If I notice that I'm collapsing as I'm trying to lunge, if I'm struggling with the jumps, we're just going to turn it into a knee raise. A good powerful knee raise and back down. Almost there. Time. Lunges, done. Down to the floor for our reverse plank. So we're going to be seated on the floor. Ready to lift up into my reverse plank. Hands just near your shoulders. Top fingers turned out if you need them to. 3, 2, 1. We lift the hips off the floor. Open the chest. And then if I can do the knee raises, I will do. If I need to shorten that knee raise to prevent my hips from dropping, I'll shorten it. If I need to just think about switching my feet over, I'll do that too. If I'm really starting to struggle, I'm just going to hold. Keeping the core tight, squeezing through the glutes, pushing your heels down into the floor. Less than 10 seconds to go. Remember to control your breathing at this point, okay? Use it to bring almost a bit of rest time. Make sure that you are breathing though. Time there, guys. We're going to roll over now onto all fours. Ready for the kick throughs. We're nearly done, guys. 2 40-second blocks of work left to go. 3, 2, 1. So I'm in my bear stance and I'm switching. Trying to keep the arms locked out here so my shoulders stay square. I don't want to collapse as I'm swinging that leg underneath. And I'm always returning back to my bear stance. If I need to do that, sweep under, come back to all fours, that's fine. If you can do it as a bit of a hop, that's also fine. Good. Keep pushing. 10 seconds to go. Show me what you got. Good. Awesome work, Tom. That's lovely flow. Time. This is it, guys. Last exercise. We're up onto our feet. 4 jump lunges, 4 jump squats, 4 jump lunges, 4 jump squats for 40 seconds. And we go in 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Remember, it's the rhythm that we want. If you need to stop after the squats to re-establish your position, that's also fine. Less than 15 seconds to go. Making sure your landing mechanics are on point. We don't want the knees collapsing in when we're landing. We don't want the chest collapsing as we're landing. Sitting in and just using the legs as a supporting structure. Time! Getting busy, carried away coaching, but we are done. Awesome job. Have a little wander around your living room, your garden, wherever you are. Have a little drink, wipe yourself down, and we'll go through a quick cool down, guys, okay? Very nicely done. Okay, let's start on all fours. And we're just going to open out through the chest and the shoulders a little bit, okay? So from that all four position, what I want us to do is take your hands a little bit wider, and then you're going to do a push-up onto one side, taking the weight through the armless bending and allowing a stretch to come up through the chest on that straight arm side. And just breathe into that. We don't need to push it too hard.
You just want to open out the structures of the shoulder, slowly come back to center, and then across onto the other side. Good. Back to the center, and this time we're going to thread the needle. Okay, so we're back into our all four position, but this time I'm going to take one hand slightly forward, doesn't matter which. The other hand that we didn't move now slides underneath, and we reach as far as we can. You can put the hand on the floor, that's fine, but you're going to reach through as far as you can, looking under that armpit, and slowly extending that hand that's out in front, so that we can put a little bit more weight down through that rotation as we thread the needle through. Good, slowly come back up, and now we're going to switch. So whichever hand was the one that was rotating through, that one now goes forwards. I reach through on the other side, and I just want to breathe into that as I lower and put some weight down through that bottom shoulder. I'm looking in the direction that I've rotated. Good, slowly come back to center. Take your knees from that all four position now. Take your knees wider than your hips. Bring your toes together and sit your hips back towards your heels and down into a child's pose. Okay, reaching the hands as far forward as they'll go. And with the hands, both hands at 12 o'clock, just step both hands to about 1 o'clock. And put your left hand on top of your right to open out down through the left hand side of the body. Good, then come back to the center to 12 o'clock. Walk the hands round to about 11 o'clock and pop the right hand on top of the left. Good, and then come back to the center. Slowly rise on up into a half kneeling position. Okay, from this half kneeling position, we're just going to raise hands over the head and allow our weight to be supported by that front leg. Allowing the structures of that back hip, the front of the back hip to open. We're then going to bring the hands down to the floor, and I'm just going to maneuver myself to get my front knee down to the floor, extend the back leg out, and I'm going to sit tall and try and keep my pelvis square facing forwards and getting that the hip of the front leg slowly down towards the floor. I'm supporting my body weight. It might be that your hips are really quite high. That's okay. We're looking to drive into that corner where the hip is without rotating and opening our bodies up. Good, nice and slowly walk yourself forwards and out, back to all fours, and we're going to switch legs. Whichever leg was the front leg now becomes the knee that's on the floor. Hands up overhead, and slowly sit my weight onto my front leg to allow the structures of that hip to stretch. Good, and to finish off, bring that foot to the side, slowly get the knee down to the floor, and as your movement allows, you straighten that back leg, and we're trying to sit tall and get a stretch into the hip of the front leg without me turning into that open space. I'm trying to keep my torso and my pelvis pointing in the same direction as my thigh. Beautiful, nice and slowly, sit and rotate yourselves out of that. Guys, we are done for today. Exceptionally sweaty one today. All right, a little bit different to what we've done the past couple of weeks. We're trying to keep things fresh for you. All right, but thanks for joining us on Zoom, guys. Good to have you with us. We are literally less than a minute away from being cut off. There we are, we are done. Guys who joined us on Instagram, thanks for coming along. I hope you're enjoying the content. It's fun to deliver. It's keeping us on our toes in terms of coming up with things that are creative to get as many people involved as possible. Thursday session will involve a kettlebell or a dumbbell. Okay, and we will have have a little bit more fun there. Cheers, Jose. Thanks for stepping in, buddy. Hope you enjoyed today. Drop us a message with any feedback if you've got it. And while I'm on that note about getting in touch, I've been doing some remote kind of one-to-ones with guys as well, all right, around some programming. Those who've got some equipment at home, we've just been developing some programs for you guys to have some structure of exercising outside of the classes that we're doing. If you want anything on that front, just drop me a DM and then we can chat further about what kit you've got at home and how we can best utilise that. If you're just getting back into exercise or just doing structured exercise and you want some help with that, we can do that as well. Same around nutrition and sleep. I know that some of the guys are now starting to pick up some work from home. If you need some help with that as well, we can do all of those things for you. You just need to reach out and get in touch like you would do if you were coming in to see us in the factory. So please reach out. We're more than happy to help. It brings some variety to the working day. And as this lockdown goes on, I think that kind of structure and having all these additional things in place is what's going to help us to maintain our sanity and our health at these times. So thanks for joining us today, and if you can be of any further help, just drop me a message. Cheers guys, take care.